everyone, it's Kasumi here. I know this is odd, but I want to do something a little different. As you may know, my sister does most of the script writing on my channel, helping me with story ideas and a little bit of voice acting. However, because my sister has a busy schedule, she might not be able to write more scripts for me. So right now, I'm asking for any writer who's interested in writing scripts for me. My goal is to not only provide great content, but also help writers to get their name out. So if you love writing and want to put yourself out there, this is the best opportunity to give you. If you're familiar with script writing for ASMR videos and know how to do it, that's great. If you don't, then don't worry. I'll explain to you and give you examples to look at. So, what's a script? Basically, you're writing out dialogues and sound effects. It's like you're writing out the movie or play, but much different. But when you're dealing with ASMR videos, you're writing out the speaker's lines. It's like writing out a monologue, except you're interacting with the listener, though you don't always have to involve the listener. It's important for them to understand your perspective and get them to involve as much as you can. When you're writing a script, it could be up to 1,000 words or more, so make sure that it's not too short or too long. Think of it as writing a story when it has a beginning, middle, and end, except you cannot describe the scenes or characters. This is something the listener has to visualize themselves, so think about the plot of the story. How would you like the story to go? Would you want the speaker to fall in love or comfort the listener? Are there any plot twists, clues that lead to the ending? Any cliffhangers? You can always indicate if you want any sound effects, but please do not put too much of it. Before you can write a script, make sure you think of an idea of what you want to write. What I recommend when you're starting out is to brainstorm. Plan it out whether you're new to writing or not. Think about the plot, character, purpose, and genre of the story. As my sister would say, if you want to start writing but don't know where to start with an idea and build your way up. If there's something that inspires you to write, a book, movie, personal experience, etc., turn it into an idea. If you want to do one-shots or make it into a series, that's great. And when I mean think about your character, think about what your speaker or listener should act and talk. What are their personalities? And is he or she have any relation to each other? Is there a bit of background for them? For formatting scripts, you can either write in a paragraph form, bullet points, or, screenplay form. And if you want to color code and put notes on the script, that's fine so long as the person who's playing as a speaker can understand. And while you're mindful to the listener, you cannot include the listener's response. Rather, you would have to think about what the listener would say. But if you want a better way to write out the script, you can just put the listener's lines for now and delete it when you're done. I hope my explanation on writing a script for ASMR videos will help, but if it doesn't, you can always check out examples from the description below. Now, for the guidelines to follow when you're submitting a script. Number 1, no violence. Don't make it too gruesome since this is ASMR we're talking about. Number 2, no NSFW. No sex or anything graphic and inappropriate. However, if you are writing a script where the speaker is comforting the people with abuse, that's fine so long as you don't make it too explicit. Number 3, make sure it's either PG or PG-13. Number 4, if you want a sound effect in a video, please let me know in the script so that I'll be aware. Please be sure not to put too many sound effects on it. And one last thing, please look over any grammar, punctuation, and spelling error before sending your script. You can edit and polish your work as many times as you like, so long as we can understand your concept of the story. There's no need to rush since there's no deadline. A tip when you're editing a story is to read it over. See if the story or sentence makes sense. Better yet, have someone else look at it. It's important to have someone read it over so that they can give you feedback. Overall, I cannot wait to read over your submissions and, of course, my sister and I will be looking over it. Note, don't be discouraged if your script does not make it through. We encourage you to keep writing and submitting your work to us. And if you would like feedback, we'll be grateful if you ask. If your script makes it through, we'll credit you in the video as always. Anyways, I hope you have a lovely day. Take care!